This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Mallory and Jordan Combs are the founders of Light of Mine Ranch in the Rapid City area, a nonprofit aiming to provide healthy family environments for children in foster care. Mallory's dad was adopted from South Korea. That began their inkling to look into adoption before starting their biological family. After attending a Why Not Me event in 2016 and learning of the need for foster families, they decided to jump into foster care.
So that's what we started doing in 2016. We didn't have any kids at the time. So our first placement, we had 2 girls for a weekend, and that was like our first parenting experience. One of the little girls we got to know that weekend, she went back to her foster mom, and we started kind of looking into adoption on that side of things, and it took about 1.5 to 2 years, but in the end we were able to adopt her.
During their time spent with many foster families over the years, they wanted to help fill a need for the children to get a great experience while in care.
It's a great thing that they're doing, and the kids are in a safe place and they're loved. You're looking at the families like, they're crazy, they have 6, 7 kids, like we want to help them. And then all of a sudden we became that family, and it was like God really showed us exactly what it was like to just be completely overwhelmed, which just proved that this was, something that was worth it, and it showed us that that's what area we could help.
They assist families with sponsoring a fun outing or purchasing sports equipment or tuition for kids' activities, things that families would otherwise not be able to afford.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine.
Their slogan is to light up foster care, to shed a light on what foster parents do, and to provide a launchpad for kids to develop and grow. The mission is twofold: to help families with immediate needs, but the long-term dream is a foster care farm or ranch, a stable, safe haven for families, bridging foster families and the community together.
Foster families want to know that the community is supporting them because they're doing something for the community. I mean, these are kids from our area. They're not doing it alone. They're doing it as a group.
Since the need is so high for foster care families, the ranch would host numerous families at a time, with plenty of space to grow and lessons to be learned on a ranch-type setting, complete with animals.
The reason the ranch idea stood out to us the most was the relationship with the community and stewarding the resources. And so we're bridging the foster families with the community, and with the ranch, it's kind of a two-way street. So the community is giving towards the ranch, and the ranch is giving back to the community.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
In the meantime, advocating for families and connecting them to resources they may need.
We've seen so much of kids that, they come from really dark situations when they're loved, when they experience some hope, when they feel like there's a different way of life. We're trying to bring Christ's light into the situation, and that's the hope. That's where the hope comes from. That's where the restoration comes from. But it's also part of planting seeds, and you don't always see exactly what that seed grows into. I was talking to a friend about what's it going to be like when a kid we've had placed with us before, maybe for like a week or 2 or something, is a senior in high school, and you see him across the gym, he's on a basketball team, and you're like, dude, like, I loved you for 2 weeks, like you were my own child. And he has no idea, but you can only hope that there's some light from that situation that stayed with them and help change their life.
The group is always seeking monthly monetary or one-time donations, and ultimately land to host their ranch concept.
You can give through our website. It's just www.lightofmineranch.com. Just one person can't do it, just 2 people can't do it. It takes a community of support.
This